We're talking about traffic accidents, and I have a resident expert here with us tonight, Wendell Horne. Between his wife and his daughters, he's been through about, what, 6?
A number of them, most recently within the last month.
Are you serious?
And I'll go through what you should do, because I took our own advice that we give here on the show when she had her accident, even though she was a very unwilling, it's like driving a mule, you know?
Okay.
But she finally did it.
Okay.
No, but she was, happened out on Vineville Avenue. Probably 3 weeks ago. She was rear-ended. She had stopped for an emergency vehicle. A car came along, hit her from the rear, did probably $8,000 to $10,000 worth of damage to a car. Okay. She was okay at the scene, as was the older lady that hit her, who happened to be someone we knew that was in her 80s. And so we got everything secure, swapped information, insurance information. I took pictures of the car at the scene, and we went on about our business. My wife nor the lady that hit her were hurt at the scene of the accident. The next day, my wife felt like a freight train had hit her. And
we talk about that all the time.
All the time, and it's usually the next day.
But talk about, first of all, the trouble she had with the automobile and getting a replacement automobile through her own insurance.
And this was on a Thursday afternoon, so Friday we had called we called our insurance company. We also called the adverse insurance company, because they had exchanged information, got a claim set up. At that point in time, I don't think the at-fault driver had reported the accident, but we got a claim number. And my wife had a car that was 4 months old, just had bought the car. So we go down to a local rental car place that had been okayed by the insurance company, adverse insurance company. We walk in, first thing they say is, well, we got this little subcompact car over here that we'll put you in. And I said, well, wait a minute, you know, my wife was in at least a mid-sized car,
right,
and we want at least that. I mean, we don't ride around in a little bitty car.
Right.
And they said, well, that doesn't fit the budget that they've given you. And so we went ahead and got the larger car, got a Chevrolet Impala, and which was really comparable to our vehicle. And that's what they're required to do. When you have loss of use of your vehicle, they've got to replace that vehicle while your vehicle is being repaired with a vehicle that's of like kind or quality or size. And in this case, we already got into a controversy. But the next morning, my wife was feeling bad. We went down and got x-rays. And fortunately, other than that, she has not had to seek any treatment. And I think she's going to be fine, and we dodged a bullet. But it's a good lesson for everybody to know. Got pictures of the vehicle at the scene of the accident.
Now talk about the diminution in market value to the car. So you are entitled to recover not just the repair cost and the cost of a replacement vehicle during the time that it's down, but there's an additional damage to you that you will only incur down the road when you get ready to sell that car or trade it.
Exactly. And that's diminution in value, as you said. And it will probably be,
so people can understand what they should be asking for.
Her car was 4 months old when this happened.
So it's brand new?
So you got a brand new car that's now a wrecked vehicle. Not everyone, but many people, certainly the dealerships, if you went in to trade that car or sell that car today, they would look at a report on it. And, you know, they get one of the auto reports on it, and they'll see that it's been through. It's going to have at least $10,000 worth of damage that's done to it to repair. So that car is going to be worth several $1,000s less than it would be if it had never been wrecked today.
Well, in the real world, and the way it works is she could have taken that automobile. Now this is based on the proposition that she owned it and didn't owe any money on it.
Right.
When that car was wrecked, she could have taken it to 3 different salvage dealers and said, give me the best price you'll give me for this car. And then you take the value of the car before the wreck, subtract whatever she was offered for it, the best value she could get for it, and that comprises her total damages in the case. But you don't do that because you owe the bank, and
Exactly.
you have to make payments, and you have to continue to make those payments even though your car is knocked out from under you.
Gotcha.
Opinions expressed on Law Call are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of 13 WMAZ staff or management, nor any legal or judicial entity. The legal information supplied in this broadcast is general information only and is not intended to be legal advice for any given situation. Do not rely on broadcast information without consulting an attorney. Contingent attorney's fees refers only to those fees charged by the attorneys for legal services. Such fees are not permitted in all types of cases. Court costs and other additional expenses of legal action usually must be paid by